Hello everyone. In this video we're going to show you is how do you create a VPN connection from your client to the server. Normally in a company, when a client try to make a connection to the server remotely, you need to make a secure connection, and normally you use normally internet connection to join your client to the server. So when you're going to take an internet connection to join from client to the server, we need some kind of security. And then in this world, technology like VPN is generally helps to make a secure connection from your client to the server. So let's show you today is how do you install the necessary services for setting up a VPN, and what you're going to do for the server as well as client. We're going to show you in this video. So first thing what you need to do is go in server manager or go in initial configuration window, and once again if this window is not there in your thing, you need to go to start and just type the word OOBE, and if you click on it you will land up in this initial configuration window. So first thing is what we need to do is go in add roles, server roles, and in order to make VPN connection is you need to install network policy and access services. So once you click on network policies and access services, go to next, and we need routing and remote services. If you see if you can see why we need this one and all these things. So network policy server is all about, C is giving you that you want to make policies to make a connection with called NPS and all that thing. Okay, request authorized with NPS, you can deploy network access protection, so and all that thing. So well, we need this one, and basically we need this two element definitely. So click on this one and click on this one. You can go with this, what is the use of this one and with this one, but we don't need it. Basically we just need this one and this one. So this two is the element of this, so make sure that this both are ticked, and this one. Next, just say the word install. So this is what the services we need in order before to set up a VPN. So once this is complete, we're going to show you what else we need to do in this one. Okay, so this is being done, so close it. So you can see now ADDS, DSCP, DNS, and now we have another service is called network policy and access services, right? So this service is being loaded. So once this service is being loaded, so now what you're going to do is go to start, administrative tools, and you can see the services which has been installed right now, which is routing and remote access. So go in routing and remote access. Okay, expand this one, so you see nothing, and you can see the red one because nothing is being configured because you just did it right now. So what we're going to do is they said configure and routing and remote services. So what you're going to do, right click on it and say configure and enable routing and remote services. So once you clicked on it, say next. Now what we're supposed to do, we are going to do VPN. So we're going to select this one, but this option is giving me two things together, dial up or VPN. Which one you wanted? So we want specifically VPN. So either you can select this one or we can go with custom. Sorry. So let's say we go with custom, will be good for us because we can select specifically with VPN. We can go even with this one, and they can ask me in the second slide, they can ask me which one you want to do it. Either you select or this one, whichever you want it. So both will take you to the same point what we need to do. So go to next, and we want VPN access. So go and say next, finish and just say the word OK. So say start the services, and that's it. The services is started for VPN. But now, so just say the word finish. Even if you don't click, after a few seconds it goes off automatic. So now what we're going to do is come to your IPv version 4, okay, and it should be okay. So you can see that once that this service is running up, you can see network interfaces, okay, you can see some ports, okay. So WAN mini port, if you see this one, like now what this is like, this is what your wide area network connection is made, is there. These are the this is kind of protocols here, SSTP. Then if you come up down, PPTP is a kind of protocol. Then if you can say LT2TP, these are protocol which is going to use for helping you to join VPN. So all the protocols are there, but all the status are inactive because nothing, we haven't done the connection till now. So it's all going to be inactive right now. So what we're going to do now is we're going to initiate our VPN connection right now. So just getting the point where we need to do is okay, once I'm getting lost where we have to do one thing. Okay, so here we are right now. So we see that once we have come to this routing and remote access, so you can see the server is running and you can see network interface, and just now we explained to you regarding your remote regarding your, if you come to ports, so regarding with this protocol SSTP, okay, or like I was telling you is PPTP and L2TP, these are protocols by which your VPN session will be generated. So now in order to carry on further with the creation of VPN, you need to come up now, you need to see this one, remote access logging and policies. Now in order to make a connection, you need to set up some policies in the same window. So click on it, right click, and now you say launch NPS. That is called network policy server. Okay, so click on it and you come up in NPS window. So if you see this, click on network policies, you see by default the two policy will be here. So what you need to do is we need to activate this policy. You can set up your own policies. We're going to show you in some other videos if possible, but in this one we can make this default policies active. What we're going to do, double click on it, and when you come up here you see is already say policy enabled, and what you need to do is you're going to say grant access if the connection request matches this policy. So instead of deny, you're going to say this one, and since we are not going in such a deep security system and all this thing, so you say ignore user account dial-in properties for time being, and time of network access server will be your remote access server VPN dial-up. So you select that one, make sure this one is done, grant access and policy enabled, and that's it. So apply it, say OK, and that's become active. In the same way, you're going to make the some setting for connection to other access servers. Double click on it and you say grant access, policy things, ignore it, and then you say remote VPN dial-up. and apply it, say OK, and that's done. So the policy is being set. You can close it. The policy is been running now. You can again go and double click and you can check it, or right click and say launch NPS, and you see both are running. So you can close it. So there the minimum setting, everything is being done. But now whoever administrator or any client, whoever is going to log in from this client to make a connection to the server, you have to give a permission to those user. So in order to give a permission, you need to go to server manager, expand the roles, expand your ADDS. If you see that's called user and computers, so expand this one, expand your domain, come to your users. Say for example, if I want administrator to make a connections, or any user, so let's say for example, in this case I'm taking administrator. So right click on it, go to properties, and then you need to give a permission. So you come in dial in, and if you see what this says, control access through NPS, this one, well, you can do this, but prefer you is allow access. Okay, and that's it. So you need to change network access permission. You can make it allow access, or even it will work with this one also, so you don't need to. But if it's deny, meaning make sure that it's not in deny stage, either there or there, because we have done the NPS policy things. So either this one or this one will help you for doing this. So meaning that this administrator now can make a remote connection or dial-in connections. So we have set up the VPN necessaries setting in this one. Now we go to client, and what we're going to do is we're going to make our dial-up setting, so that once we dial up, immediately is going to make a VPN connection with the server. So in the client, what you're going to do is click on the things on this network, say open network and sharing center, and if you see what this says here, set up a new connection or network, which is can be wireless, broadband, dial-up, ad hoc, or VPN. So we're going to make a VPN connection. So say set up a new VPN connection. So it's saying connect to the internet, connect to a network, connect to a workplace, which is VPN. Yes, this one. Next, use my internet connection, or dial directly, say use the internet connection. Now since I'm not using internet connection here because this is in VirtualBox internally connected, say I'll set up a connection later, and here you need to give the server address. So you can see the server address is 1.254. So you come up here and give the server address 192.168.1.254. Oh, sorry, 192.168.1.254. Okay, and you can, if you want another people to use the same connection, you can do the setting, or just say next. Username, let's say I want to join as administrator or any user. So make sure that from inside you have given the permission. So password, I think I gave it as password 1, domain stp.com. okay, if you know it, not so necessary. If you want them to remember the password, you can keep it, say create. So the connection is ready to use. It's not being connected, it's just the connection is being made actually. Dial-up setting is being made, but the connection is not being made to the server. So you close it, and you can see now whenever this client want to now join it, it's very easy. You click here and you see that VPN connection which you have created, the setting has been made. So now in order to connect, just like internet, you know how you click here and then you say connect, the same way you click there and this option will come up. So once you say connect, they're asking you the username, which is this, password. Let's say I'm giving a password, and if you want to save it, you can say click here and save it and say connect. So what they're saying is verifying username and password. That's the first thing they will do. After then they will try to join the server with the basic protocol which is called SSTP, but you can join them with L2TP. You can join them with another kind of protocol which I showed you there. Okay, but the first thing which they will try to make a connection is, so see, once that crossover, they say registering, and once that registration is done, meaning you can see this is saying connected. So now this server client is connected to this server through VPN. Now how would you know that is connected with VPN? From client you can see even that way, and from server you can go to administrative tools, network policy server, routing and remote access, and when you go in ports, which I was showing you, see they normally, if I show you, come to this is inactive. So if you see somewhere, it will show you a thing where it's called active. Let me scroll down slowly. Yeah, there you go. So it shows that somebody has made a VPN connection. Okay, but it shows it made a connection with PP2P. That means they failed to make a connection with SSTP. If you see that there is no connection with SSTP, they tried it, and if they failed it, then they will try to make a with where that is, if I can see, yeah, they made it with PPTP protocol, but you can make it with PPTT, SSTP or L2TP. We can do some more setting further to make a connection. So this shows that the connection is being made. Now if you want to break this connection, if you say, oh, you know what, this is not a right authorized connection, so right click on it and you can say disconnect. Once you disconnect it, okay, so if you see here, it shows you that it's been disconnected, and they'll try to redial again. So this is all about how you make a VPN connection from any client or from any computer remotely to the server, okay, which is a secure connections. And even this VPN can make use of further IPsec, okay, as a protocol for further setting up more security. But for this video, till here is done to show you that how to make a VPN connection. Thanks for watching the video.